Hi guys, it's me Joanne. Welcome to my channel. So, our topic for today is about how to connect with depressed friends or people. Well, what is it, Scott? Well, it's not kumbaga I know it's really difficult. I know a lot of people I hear that na it's really difficult to to connect, especially for people that they're having a depression. And it's because I also been that in that situation in the time back then 2015. um every time that people trying to attempt to connect to me, I always try them to push, to pushing away, because isn't my mind that I'm always thinking that they couldn't understand my what I feel, what is in my mind, because either even myself I couldn't really understand what it is. So sometimes it's very difficult. And as a person that it been depressed, is just like difficult to explain everything, like, not if you're going to the hospital. If you feel, if you feel sick, you can explain everything, what's going on in your body. Do you have pain? You have pain here, you have pain, something like, it's easy for you to explain everything. But if you're talking about mentally, if you're talking about someone that you're suffering depression, it is really difficult to explain everything. And and it takes you more energy to think about it, because even yourself, you couldn't really understand what's going on in yourself. And yeah, to because this kind of topic, topic with depression, it is really it is very sensitive topic, because everyone doesn't want to open up about this, and I mean, it's not only here in Belgium, but also in other side of the world. There are also a lot of people suffering, and some family, they couldn't really understand and what they gonna be, the response, because some of them, they always think that they just like acting, and just like they doing drama, they just like lazy, they just doesn't want to go to school, they just doesn't want to, they just doesn't want to do anything. But no, it is just like, if you are depressed, like, you really so drown yourself into a very deep depression. It is really difficult to get out, and especially also for the family, it is really difficult also to, to communicate, and to tell it to them, because the first reason is, most people, they couldn't really feel it, what is depression is. So if you never experience what depression is, you cannot really understand to someone that they have a depression. But if you experience with it, you will really, it's just like, a click that you're gonna really talk about it. And it's just like, it's just like a simple, and a simple, without any, how can you call it, without any words came out from your mouth. You just like seeing them, you just seeing, face to face, you already know, because you've been there also. Because you can see someone that they suffering depression, without any words, you can really see someone. And it's also the same with me. The ex colleague of mine, she was also been suffer lately, also a light depression, because I see her once in at my work, and then she dropped her daughter, her newborn daughter. And the first time that I see her from how many years, I just see her and I ask her how she is. And she said to me she's fine, but I told her, I think there is nothing. I think they have something wrong. I think I see you different than before. And she opened up with it, and she said to me that she's having a trouble because her daughter was premature, and it was very long journey, that she couldn't really believe it that her daughter, they survived, because yeah, it's a premature, guys, and premature, it is like 50-50 that they can survive or not. So it was that a kind of a year for her. It was really like a kind of roller coaster to her, and she had and also another daughter, and her daughter, they have also like kind of immune problem health. So it was very difficult for her, especially she going to the hospital, and then she also go in another hospital because she have to go to her daughter. So I always I told her, and the face, if someone having depression, I can really see it and I can really feel it also. So you cannot deny it to me. If someone, if you're having a depression, you cannot deny it to me, because I can see the way you respond, the way you talk, the way you eye contact. And it's because the most important also is eye contact. The eye contact, you can really see it, the sadness of someone, because when you see eye contact, you can really see deepest in the soul of that person, and if they're suffering or not. So I can really look at it and I can really see it. Because if you said to them, are you okay, and if they says, I'm fine, I'm okay, but the truth, they're not okay. They just really need someone to hug them. And if you hug them and you told them that it's okay to be feel like that, and you don't have to hide that. You don't have to hide that feelings, because it's normal. It is part of growing up. It is part of being human being. We are sensitive people. And that's normal, that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. And and sometimes other people, they just like, they make them it difficult, they make it hard for them, because like what I said, a lot of people, they have a stigma for it, because they scared to be judged. They scared that someone, they cannot understand them, someone they gonna say that you are crazy, or someone they gonna say you're just like acting, and you're just like making drama your life. So it is really, but the first thing that you have to think of it, and you have also to tell to them that, you know what, you are lucky, because you don't feel what I feel. You don't know what um I'm been throughing with it, like I'm suffering, and you are very lucky because you never had this. So you have to be thankful, because if you have this, what I have now, I think you couldn't really survive, because you just like really stuck with yourself. You're really stuck with your own, with inside of you, because physically you are good, you can smile, because that's the most dangerous part of being human. When you see someone always smiling, that you always says, oh my god, this person, they never had a problem, they're always smile, they're always happy. But you're wrong, they just like camouflage with it. They can hide their emotion, because they want to, you know because some other people, they just like denial. They just want to, they just want to show it to them, that they're okay, but the truth, they're not okay. So you know what, yes, to connect with someone depressed, it just, for me, it is just like a human instinct. And also because it's based on my experience also. So every time when I look people, when I look someone, I always look through, eye contact. I always look at them. And every time when I know it, that they are not really, they're not really sure, because you can really see it, their eyes, you can see their aura, you can see their, their energy, you can see it. And the only thing I have to do is just like hug them, and you really feel it, you really feel it, that the tense of their body, the muscles, it just like really release it. And I always said to them, don't make it don't hurt yourself, don't lock yourself. You can say it. You can say it that you're not okay, because me with my mental disorder, mental health problem. Every time when I work, I am very confident now. Before, I have a stigma with that, but not now anymore. Because me and my husband, I always told him, and he always told me also, that you have to tell it. You have to be open, because when you work, and then that they have something, that you are not comfortable, it is really difficult to work, and you're always thinking, what if I'm having here my attack here, and what they gonna be reacted, and then it's really difficult, it's for them, it's really difficult to react because they didn't know what is your history. So all every time I solicitate, and like for example, I already work for them for 4 months, something like that. So I open up to them, that I having this, because some other colleague, they also having that. And you know it is nice to express, or to share it to other people, that you're having this, and it's not because you want a pittiness to other people. No, you just only to know them that you also having that, and it is really normal, that having that kind of mental disorder, it is really normal for a being human being, because when you have, if you have a stress and you couldn't really control your stress, it is really goes to anxiety, and then that anxiety, it goes to panic disorder, and that panic disorder goes to depression if you cannot treat it well, so every time like every mental disorder, they always started in something, you have to find the root, you have to find the reason why you're having that. And for the thing, for the for depressed people, it is just like, for me, it is just like really a natural reaction for me, because all my colleague, they couldn't really escape to me, because I can see them, I can feel them if they have something wrong. So I always give them a hug, and I always told him that I am here, I'm willing to listen, and if they need someone, need someone to talk, to open up everything, they can say it. I cannot I all the problems, or all the story they gonna say to me, to share to me, I couldn't find any, solution with it, but at least I can listen, and they can release in it, because it's nice to talk someone that that they can release their, their emotion, because if once they get stuck on you, it is really a very heavy stuff that you carry, that to the point they will destroy your life, because they're always said, it's just like, how can you call it, depression, you can really, it is just like a very, I don't know, it's very difficult to explain. Even me, that I've been also struggling depression, and it's really, for me, it is really difficult, because normally I am very happy person. Normally I'm very energetic. I am always optimistic. I'm always like positive woman. But once you get hit by this depression, they change they change you as who you are, and yeah, without any help support like psychiatrists, you cannot come back, you cannot bring back yourself, like, I mean, like the way they used to be, like it is really difficult. If without help, you cannot really survive, you cannot really survive. That's why some other people, they goes to, they just end their life, because um because doesn't want to be suffered anymore, because they're always thinking that they don't want that their family also suffered what they suffered, so they want to keep it by themselves. And that is not selfish, that is only for people that in that situation they're always thinking with their self, not for other people. But that kind of thing, that is really wrong for normal people. But for them it is the only way that they will escape, or they will solution for them, but then, because in that kind of situation, once if you are in that uh situation that you want to end your life, you never think about anything anymore, because the only thing you want to do is to release, or to, yes, to release your painful, you want to release your sufferness, to end this, because you don't want to also to be, that your family, you will also be, cost with it, so you don't want to be like, you don't want to be pabigat to your family anymore, so something like that. So never think about that kind of thing, because it is more, once if you're gone, once if you're gone. But the rest, like the people behind, they're more suffered, they're more affected, they're more, they're more mourning, like they always have to to think their self, why, why she or he didn't ask help, why he didn't come to me, why he didn't try it, to talk to me about it, so something like that. So yeah, for it's better, it's better to find a solution, because every problem, I mean, everything that they happen in our life, there always have a solution. It's up to us if we want to find it, if we want to release our problem, because every people have their own cross, they carry it, and it's up to you if you want to carry it so heavy as that, if you want to carry it as your, for the rest of your life, something like that, it's up to you. But if you want to, but it's better that you also share it, some other people, because if you want to end yourself, you just like, you didn't try at least something, because they have way, they have way, that's uh ending your life is not the way, but they have also much more way that your family, they will be happy, and you will also something uh else to do, because it's not like, it is not like uh depression is not your end destination, it is just like a part of a being grown up, and the only thing, the mistake what other people did is they just like keep it by themselves, they doesn't want to seek help even though they need some help, they always denial themselves that they're okay, but the truth they're not okay, and instead to find some help, they just like, smiling, and they just like pretend that there's nothing happened, you just like, you just like faking yourself, you just like trying to be to be okay even though you are not, so may I, yes, I am very thankful, I am very thankful for what I have in my life, um and I can say my depression is not the end of line of mine, it just, for me, it is just like a big rule that they happen in my life, because I never um what I am now, it's because of that, the situation that I've been faced, in my entire life that I couldn't really, I couldn't really think of it na I can survive with it. When I look at now, when I see, if I can rewind it and I can see the highlights on the time that I'm having my depression, and I realize it now that everything in that time, I know they have a purpose, and so that I can see more myself as being me, and what I'm capable to to be as a woman, yeah. It's just like sad to other people that they just end their life because they couldn't they couldn't handle the pain, they couldn't handle the sufferness. And you know some other people, it doesn't it, material thing in this world, being famous in this world, being rich in this world, being everything what you had is not important. The most important is how to deal the situation, how to deal the stress, how to deal the the society, the pressure, you know and how you deal your own your own situation, your own problem, because if you know how to deal with that, mark my word, I know they still have a lot of problems, a lot of trial they will come to your life, but mark my word, you're becoming more stronger and stronger for that. And a lot of people also fighting their life to live, to continue their life, but they couldn't have that. And some other people, they have chance to live, but they just waste it. So I know depression is not, it is really a kind of a destroyer to someone's mind. And it's up to you if you want to follow that, and it's up to you if you don't, if you want to be stuck on that situation. So yes, if you stuck in that situation, of course they goes wrong your life, but if you don't want to be stuck in that situation, you want to be move forward, not only for yourself but people surround you, people they will people that that most important people in your life, and you have to be thankful for that. Because mark my word, I know life never been so easy. All of us never been easy the life, but it doesn't mean that you have to be stuck. No, you have to continue, no matter what, and every struggle that you've been encountered, trial or whatever it is in your life, use that as your strength, pick up that that kind of thing from the road that you choose, and you just like pick them up and use it as your strength, not as your weakness. So that's what I learned with my depression before, and also what I learned with my anxiety and my panic disorder. For me, my mental health is not the curse, for me it's my strength, for being me. It's it's my how can you call it, my power, to be me. Yeah, it is really. So if I compare my mind before and now, it is much more more expressive, and more, how can you call it, advantage, because I always see what they gonna happen in the future. I didn't stay in the present only. I also I'm not staying in the past, but I'm staying in the present. And in the future, I just like seeing it, but I know I cannot, how can you call it, I cannot predict it with it, but I just have to an information how how can I handle my, if they happen this, so something like that. I have to be ready with myself also. So yes, how to connect with depressed people or friends. One thing that you have to do is just like be there to them, you know, be there and hug them, and yeah, just a good listener to them. That's the most important, just a good listener, and try not to find a solution. No, you don't have to, because even yourself, you cannot really find any solution. And also for someone that they're having a depression, it's just like, the only thing they have is just like someone that they will give them motivation every day, that they have to continue their life and they have to be move forwards, that um that's part of life, so there is nothing wrong to be to be like that. Sometimes it's also happen. Nobody wants that, of course nobody wants that, but we cannot also say that we don't want it. Whether we like it or not, we will feel that. Some other people, they just like hard, that once if the depression they come to their life, it is really quite, they knock them down, just like me. When my depression come, it is just like really so a canal to me, so it was really so difficult also. So it's, if it's something like that, it is too difficult, but of course it's up to us also. And now I'm here, and I'm very thankful that I entered this YouTube since last year. And I am so very, very happy because I meet a lot of people. I can share my experience, and I'm very thankful that a lot of people, they also, um they like my content, that they always say that I relate what you feel also. So, and some of them, they have also like nephews or niece that they're having trouble, or sister or brothers or parents, something like that. At least I can help them in another way. I'm not a professional. um I am not perfect either, but I want to share also what I experience, because so that some other people, they have an information what is depression is, because some people that they're having this depression, they are just they doesn't want to be connected with other people, because the stigma of what they feel, because they doesn't want to be judged, instead to help them, they judge them. So some other people, I cannot blame some other people why doesn't want to open up with it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you like my video, and have a nice day to you all, and thank you. Bye bye.